Chosen one, September 28th, is your golden day. Listen, this is not a date that passes like all the others, not a page turned in the calendar that looks the same as yesterday and will look the same as tomorrow. This is a divine appointment, a day wrapped in golden threads, carrying the seal of destiny itself. September 28th is a day written in the eternal timeline, the kind of day that splits history into before and after. What was locked will be unlocked. What was delayed will begin to run. What seemed far will suddenly be placed in your hands. When you wake on this day, the atmosphere will already carry the weight of heaven's decree. It is not ordinary light that rises with the sun, but golden light, ordained and heavy with meaning. God has marked this day to crown you with recognition, to lift the veil that has hidden your name, to announce that your time has come. Watch this message until the end, because as you listen, your spirit is being aligned with what is about to unfold. And in the comments, let your warmest wishes pour out. Write them with the full energy of faith, because when you release your desires into this space, they do not vanish into silence. They join a collective river of intent that charges the atmosphere. And with those wishes, also write the number 777. That number is not coincidence. It is a key, a seal, a symbol of completion and eternal cycles turning. As you do, you are declaring that what you have carried in your heart is now moving toward reality. Your wishes are not floating. They are moving with power, energizing the universe and calling golden fulfillment into your life. Now, chosen one, press the hype button under the video and like this video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and let's begin. Imagine the days leading up to it. Uncertainty, delays, questions, moments where you thought the heavens were quiet. But September 28th breaks that silence. It is the sound of heaven's bell ringing over your name. It is the announcement that your golden day has arrived. Do you know why this matters? Because for so long, you have carried within you the promise of change, the whisper of destiny, the echo of a life far larger than the one you walked through yesterday. September 28th is when those echoes stop being whispers and begin to manifest as undeniable reality. On that day, golden opportunities do not wait for you to chase them. They chase you. Doors you did not even knock on swing open. Calls you did not expect arrive. Alignments you could never have orchestrated fall into place with such precision that you will know without doubt, only God could have authored this. The beauty of a golden day is not only in what you receive, but in what you realize about yourself. On September 28th, you are not just being handed blessings, you are being shown your true stature. For too long, the world has tried to convince you that you were ordinary, that your labor, your persistence, your tears were unnoticed. But God has been keeping record, and this day is the evidence. September 28th will be heavy with proof that you are chosen, that your steps have not been wasted, that your waiting was preparation. When you look back at this date, you will not just remember the gifts that arrived. You will remember the way your spirit expanded to carry them. A golden day does not only deliver, it transforms. Picture yourself stepping into the morning of September 28th. The air itself feels different, as though creation is holding its breath in anticipation of your rise. You walk, and it feels like the ground is aware of the weight of your calling. You speak, and it feels like your words carry more authority because heaven is amplifying them. This is not fantasy. This is divine reality. God is ensuring that even the small details of that day announce your favor. Encounters will not be random. They will be divine meetings. Movements will not be coincidence. They will be orchestrated. Even delays that tried to frustrate you will reveal themselves as strategies that positioned you exactly for this golden moment. And what is gold, if not purity, refined in fire? September 28th is golden because you have endured the refining seasons. The struggles you thought would consume you were actually purifying you, shaping you into the one who can carry what God is about to release. Now that day comes, and with it the unveiling of treasures you did not know were waiting. They were reserved until you were ready, and now readiness meets timing, and timing meets divine will. All of it collides on September 28th. This golden day is also about recognition. For so long, your effort has been unseen, your work behind curtains, your faith tested in private. But September 28th is not private. It is a public moment of unveiling. People who doubted you will see. Environments that ignored you will have to acknowledge. The world that overlooked you will have no choice but to notice. Because on this golden day, God Himself is placing you in a position where light cannot be hidden. Just as gold shines even in the smallest flame, your radiance will be impossible to dismiss. And yet, more than applause, more than recognition, this day carries weight because of the inheritance it activates. Golden days are not about temporary applause, they are about eternal shifts. September 28th is where legacy begins. It is the day where you realize that the blessings falling into your life are not just for you, but for generations after you. Wealth, favor, opportunities, networks. They are seeds planted on this day, seeds that will grow into forests. Your children and their children will walk through. You will not just remember this day as the one where everything changed. You will tell it as the story that generations will pass down, because it is where God established your lineage in glory. The golden quality of September 28th also carries a spiritual weight. On this day, heaven will not only release external blessings, but also deepen the internal revelation of who you are. It is the kind of day where you realize that the fire you walked through was not destruction, but empowerment. That the losses you endured were not subtraction, but divine exchange. That the silence of God was not absence, but orchestration. On September 28th, those revelations will burn in your spirit as brightly as the blessings will shine in your hands. Both will arrive together, the external and the internal, the miracle and the meaning. As the hours of this day unfold, you will notice how time itself seems different. Hours will feel longer, stretched, as if heaven is pouring more into every moment. What normally would feel small will feel magnified. Encounters that might seem random will pulse with significance. And by the time the day closes, you will know beyond question that you stood in a golden space, one carved out of eternity, one chosen by God for you. You will not only mark it on a calendar, you will feel it etched in your spirit. This is the truth of September 28th. It is not a day you earned. It is a day appointed. It is not about striving. It is about receiving. It is not about proving. It is about being unveiled. It is the kind of day that will echo into the rest of your life, because once a golden day arrives, the glow does not leave. It lingers. It colors every day after it. And even when challenges come again, you will remember this day, and it will remind you that your life has been sealed with favor. When the dawn of September 28th stretches across the horizon, you will not simply see light breaking. You will sense a curtain being pulled back. It will feel as though an unseen hand is parting the layers of ordinary existence to reveal the stage that has been prepared for you. Every sunrise before, it carried routine, but this one carries a declaration. The golden glow will not be confined to the sky. It will rest upon your spirit, stirring a quiet certainty that today is unlike the others. It will not be an anxious rush, but a steady awareness that destiny has synchronized with this date. And while the world moves about its routines, you will walk through it as one who knows heaven is orchestrating a moment that was marked long before you could count the days. The magnificence of September 28th lies in the unveiling of things hidden. For years, your path may have seemed wrapped in mystery, moments when doors were locked, when connections slipped away, when answers never came. Yet God has been carefully preserving certain treasures until the day they could safely be placed in your hands. This is that day. On September 28th, what was concealed is uncovered. The resources that seemed lost suddenly reappear. The opportunities you thought had expired are presented again, not weakened by time, but enriched by delay. The silence breaks, and in its place comes clarity so precise that it leaves no room for doubt. You will recognize that all along, a golden hour was being prepared, and now the hour has arrived. As the day unfolds, you will notice how events align without effort on your part. The right voice will reach you. The right message will find its way into your hands. The right encounter will meet you at the perfect moment. And you will realize that this is not coincidence. It is orchestration. Divine timing does not stumble. It strikes with accuracy. September 28th is when the calendar of heaven overlaps with the calendar of earth, and the overlap creates undeniable evidence that God has been working in silence, weaving strands of destiny together until they form a golden tapestry. And in that tapestry, your name is embroidered in brilliance. This day is proof that your life has not been random, but authored with intention. There will also be a weight of recognition in the atmosphere. September 28th does not pass quietly. It resounds. People who once overlooked you will suddenly see your value. Environments that resisted your presence will shift to accommodate your authority. Invitations will be extended, acknowledgments given, spaces opened. And while this recognition may arrive through people, you will know it originates from a higher hand. It is not simply applause, it is confirmation. God Himself is declaring through circumstances that your season of hiddenness has served its purpose, and now the light has found you. On this golden day, you will not chase affirmation. It will find you, because what is crowned by heaven cannot remain invisible. Even deeper than recognition is the restoration that September 28th carries. For every loss that weighed on you, for every closed door that cut deeply, for every night you wondered whether God had forgotten, this day answers. It answers not with explanations, but with replacements. Not with apologies, but with restoration that exceeds what was lost. Golden days are not about equal exchanges. They are about overwhelming compensation. You will stand in moments that make you realize the wait was worth it. The tears were counted. The faith was recorded. September 28th will feel like repayment, not from human hands but from God's own treasury. And when heaven repays, it never measures in small amounts. It pours until overflow is undeniable. Another dimension of this golden day is clarity of identity. September 28th does not only deliver blessings, it delivers vision. It will be as though fog lifts from your mind and suddenly you see yourself without distortion. You will understand why you carried certain battles, why you endured certain seasons, why you were kept apart from circles you thought you needed. All of it becomes clear when you stand in the light of this day. You will know with certainty that you are chosen, not because someone said it, but because every detail of September 28th confirms it. The alignment, the restoration, the recognition, all of it speaks louder than words. It is as though God Himself is saying, "This is who you are, and this is the day I prove it." And perhaps most striking of all, September 28th will carry a sense of permanence. Unlike fleeting moments that shine and then vanish, this day leaves an imprint that does not fade. The blessings you encounter will not be temporary. They will initiate a shift that keeps unfolding. The opportunities will not expire. They will expand into pathways you could not have imagined. The recognition will not dim. It will establish a reputation that follows you into future seasons. It is golden because it is enduring, a marker on your timeline that nothing can erase. You will not merely pass through September 28th. It will pass through you, altering the trajectory of your story from that moment forward. As the night of this golden day arrives, you will not feel it ending. You will feel it beginning. For while the calendar moves, the imprint remains. You will carry into every tomorrow the assurance of what was proven on this day, that your waiting was not wasted, your faith was not ignored, and your destiny was not denied. September 28th will echo, not in whispers, but in resounding tones, a constant reminder that God orchestrates golden days for those who are His, and when those days arrive, nothing can stand against them. You will remember it not as a dream, but as the moment reality bent in your favor, as the day heaven leaned close and said, "Now." The wonder of September 28th is not contained in a single moment. It flows like a river through the entire day. From sunrise to midnight, the golden current carries you, and with each passing hour, something new reveals itself. Imagine the day like a crown with many jewels, each hour shining differently, yet together forming a complete piece of brilliance. The morning brings the promise, the afternoon brings the unveiling, and the evening brings the confirmation that what God has declared cannot be undone. Every part of the day is significant, and every part seems designed with precision, as though heaven itself has scheduled divine appointments on your behalf. This golden day is not a fragment. It is a continuous unfolding of glory that refuses to be hidden. As you move through this extraordinary day, you will begin to feel the shift, not just around you, but within you. It is not only circumstances that align, it is your inner world that transforms. The heaviness you once carried will feel lighter, as if unseen chains have been removed. Burdens that seemed welded to your spirit will suddenly feel breakable, and you will recognize that they have already been broken. This is not wishful thinking, it is the evidence of a divine shift. On September 28th, God is not only sending favor into your life, but also removing residue from your past. The golden glow of this day does not tolerate the shadows of yesterday. It washes over you, renewing your energy, cleansing your spirit, and fortifying your faith. You are not just entering a golden day, you are being made golden by it. Golden days also carry a prophetic sound, and September 28th will ring with echoes that extend into your future. Every word spoken over you, every dream you once saw in glimpses, every promise whispered in your prayers will suddenly feel closer, clearer, and more tangible. It will be like standing in a valley and hearing your name carried across the mountains by the wind. You will realize that the events of this day are not random gifts. They are confirmations that what is ahead is even greater. September 28th is not only a gift for today, it is a preview of tomorrow. It is God's way of showing you that the season of wandering has closed and the season of establishment has begun. What you experience on this golden day is not fleeting. It is a foreshadowing of the permanence of your destiny. In the unfolding of this day, you may notice how even small details carry significance. A conversation that seems casual will reveal hidden encouragement. A smile from a stranger will feel like a sign. An unexpected delay will turn into perfect timing. It will be as though the universe itself is bending toward your favor, because God is directing even the smallest threads to weave together into one radiant pattern. These little details are not trivial. They are confirmations. They whisper to your spirit that you are seen, that your path is intentional, that your golden day is not an illusion, but a divine reality manifesting in plain sight. Each detail builds the assurance that nothing about your life has been overlooked. By the time the afternoon of September 28th arrives, the weight of the day will settle more deeply. The golden presence will feel heavier, almost tangible, as if you could reach out and touch it. It will not feel like ordinary time. It will feel like sacred ground. In those hours, you will sense the unveiling of opportunities that align with your purpose. A phone call, a message, an invitation, or a sudden realization will make it clear that your steps are not wandering. They are being ordered. What once felt far will suddenly feel close, and what once seemed impossible will stand right before you. This is the moment when golden favor announces itself, not quietly but boldly, so that even you cannot dismiss it as coincidence. It will be undeniable that God has written this into your story.